Update on some charts here on the 22nd. So I'm going to start off with Bitcoin. Huge move. I previously said that it was going to go down to 10 to 12,000, and I still think that's likely, but you can't argue with this move right here. We've gone from 15 all the way up to a high of 23.4, something like that. But on the weekly time frame, 20 still way below the 200 and the 50 DMAs. I think we are still bearish here, and we're just going to watch it. Basically, what I'm looking at is on lower time frames, it does look like an impulsive move to me, though. The reason I say that is because we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 parallel lines. You can see clearly a third wave is right here, fourth wave right there, fifth wave higher. So have we topped in this move? If I were to zoom into lower time frames, I could probably figure it out, but I think that just using our fibs is probably easiest. And I would say if it's going to go higher, 23.8 to 24.4, if it hasn't topped already. If it's topped, the main thing to watch is, are we getting A, B, and C? Or are we going to get 1, 2, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave? So I want to see how it reacts over the next, probably month or two. If we end up getting this move, which I think is likely just based on this being an impulsive move, then we're looking to short it again. I'm not looking to do it personally, but I'm saying you could short it and you'd probably get a pretty good return, because I think there's still a likelihood that we come down here to 10 to 12,000, and that's based on the bottom here at 33.4. We got the top here at 48, and this is at 68. So 20,000 less than this is right around 10 or 12,000. A lot of support in that area. So I'm still sticking to that as my target. But potential scenarios, I would say likely W, X, Y. Within this Y wave, it looks like another ABC pattern. And I think you can look at it a few different ways. If you look at it like A, B, C, something like that, then it probably isn't going to come all the way up here to pretty high. I would say 35 or 40,000. The 1.61 fib of 24.8 is, I guess it's only at 31,000. So maybe 31,000 would be a good target. If it only, another possibility, which is actually less likely, I think, because this looks like an impulsive move to me, is if we get basically A, B, C wave higher, and this ends up being like an expanded flat, and the whole thing ends up being A, B, and then we get a C wave down here. So I'm not ready to flip bullish. I know it's a bullish move, but we got to watch and just see what happens. Could be a expanded flat, even though it did come back pretty far past the A wave. Oh, not really, actually, 1.23 fib. So that is a normal expanded flat. So don't let it trick you. I think that that's probably pretty likely now that looking at it. This is an expanded flat, but that doesn't mean it can't go to, let's see, expanded flats usually go to, it doesn't mean it can't go to 27,536, or even all the way up here to 31.3, which is actually the 1.61 fib, what I just looked at. So if it comes all the way up there, it still can be, again, A, B, and then C wave down here. But then again, if we get a 5-wave move, then I would say that's a bottom. So it really depends on the structure of the bounce and then the structure that we get down. But right now, I'm not ready to flip bullish because of where we're at and the moving averages and everything. So that's Bitcoin. We'll have to watch it. I'll do some updates over the next couple of days and see what's going on with it. But I wouldn't get too bowled up yet. And plus, it's still below right here at 25.3. Moving on, requested Mara. Mara, it looks like an impulsive move to me off the bottom. So we got it looks like impulsive to me. It went from $3 all the way up to $8.82. The move off the lows, or off the top, I mean, is corrective though. So right here you can see it looks very corrective to me, and this actually looks like a 5-wave move. So I would expect this to probably drop off next week, and I would be aiming, if this ends up being A, B, C, then I would be aiming for probably somewhere in between $5.50 and $6. If we look at the retracement levels, so yeah, that's actually like a normal second wave pullback or a B wave pullback. So I would be looking for a pullback there. But I think this looks pretty impulsive to me. I mean, $3 to $8 is definitely impulsive. It looks like we got a ABC move coming back. It could technically be a start of another 5-wave move, but that wouldn't make sense if this is impulsive. So I think we got a corrective move here. I would look for about $5.50 to $6 as a spot where you could technically go long again, and then you put a stop below the low. And you'd be looking for either a C wave higher or a third wave higher all the way up to $12.50. But again, I don't know. These kind of stocks scare me because it all relies on Bitcoin, and if you saw the move, obviously, from 83 all the way down to $2. So I'd be cautious with this one, but that's what it looks like on smaller time frames. Crowd is another one. I think that Crowd, just looking at the chart, it's kind of it looks very, again, W, X, Y. It looks like ABC, B, or X, A, B, C to me. This looks very corrective. You look at the bottom compared to the top here, we have 242 and we have 298. That's $56. $56 minus, or 150 minus $56 is about $94. It literally hit that perfectly. Also, we got 204 and 242, $38. And look at that, right around 92 again. So both of those, it looks pretty good for a bottom to me. The 1.61 fib is sitting here at 58. So with this being a corrective move and not zooming in too far, because I think it's not really worth it to go into lower time frames right now, I would just watch the overall market. If we get a down move in the overall market, then obviously this can go lower, and I would be looking for the 58 level as a target, and that's also going to be a monthly supply zone or demand zone. So it kind of depends on the overall market, but this move right here on lower time frames, it could be potentially a beginning diagonal, but it also could end up being A, B, and C as well. this looks like ABC to me, to be honest. So if it is ABC, we're looking at probably a move to like 113, 114, and then it'd probably drop off again. But we'll watch it. It could be a beginning diagonal as well. Beginning diagonal would look like that, and then it'd pull back. We would get like an ABC move back here, and then get another third wave higher, and then that would make this the bottom. So we'll watch it, but honestly, it looks good as far as how far it's retraced and how low it went, all the way down to 92. Using these numbers where the X wave is compared to this, it looks good. So again, probably depends on the overall market, whatever that does. If SPY ends up going higher here soon, then we could probably look at this as being a 5-wave move start. But if it falls off again, I'm looking down here honestly at like 60 bucks. Okay, US Steel. US Steel is, I've been charting this one a lot, and I made a mistake of buying puts too early, but I think I know where we're at in the chart. So if this is still a B wave, then I think that we're still looking at it as A, B, C, right into a supply zone. Within that C wave, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, working on a 5th wave. Let's get rid of these. And within the 5th wave, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think there's potentially one more move higher on US Steel, and I would be looking for probably right around 30 bucks, potentially 30, 50. And yeah, that's right into a supply zone. So great place to short. Again, I shorted it a little bit too early, but I think that it's about ready to be starting to move down lower, probably in the next like month or two. So again, you can look at the head and shoulders on this. It's pretty obvious. We got I don't know if it's gonna go all the way down here, but as far as the pattern goes from here, could be a choppy mess down here and then finally fall off. So we'll see if it goes all the way down to 10, but basically on the smaller time frames, I'm looking for one more move higher to probably like 30 bucks. And then that would be directly into a supply zone. We got highs over here. There's a high here at 30.62. I would say it'd be unlikely it breaks that before moving lower. So that's US Steel. NVDA. NVIDIA, I think that this is, kind of similar to SPY in a lot of ways. I think that it could go either way, but I do like this pattern right here. This looks very corrective. This looked pretty corrective. I do like something like that, and then maybe go higher. Otherwise, maybe it will go like this, and then it will finally get a move down lower. That's kind of what I see. I mean, I'm of the opinion that we haven't finished this bear market though. So if SPY goes to the low 300s, 320, then these stocks are all going to have to fall off a cliff again. So we'll see which pattern it takes, but I think this is very corrective. Same as I think of SPY pretty much. So on that case, I would actually be looking for, let's see, yeah, probably like somewhere in the 130s, or maybe just down here at the bottom at 140 again. So basically we were at like 20 days ago. So we'll see on that. That's pretty much it for now. I said 5 different ones. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ones you want me to do. I can make another video on that. I'm all down for charting new Elliott wave stocks. But for now, that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. I mainly do SPY. I do Tesla a lot, Apple, the dollar. Yeah, pretty much all the basic ones, and I do these from time to time. So anyway, that's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. And I might do a video here in a little bit on some other ones. Have a good weekend.